Make sure to use code QuadMFT for 10% off G Fuel and Control Freak. Links down in the description below. How's my quad squad doing? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, coming at you guys with another Black Ops 3 video. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about brand new DLC weapons, or you could just call them supply drop weapons if you want. Before we get into it, I want to remind you guys, the feedback on my videos ratings-wise has been insane, and it's really helping me out. So if you want to leave a rating anytime throughout the video, it does help me out. And also make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already. So what we're talking about, at least weapon-wise today, is first off, I think we've got 6 or 7 weapons that, we originally got a lead on and heard like, this could be in the game, we found these files, or this glitched, or this was on a certain map in a certain, Easter egg or whatever, or it was leaked on Reddit by somebody who clearly worked at Treyarch or Activision, things like that. So I'm going to be going over them and kind of reminding you guys, because people forget. I feel like there's so many leads that go on in Call of Duty, really in any COD, not even just Black Ops 3, where it's like one day we find this glitch or this little leak where it totally looks like this weapon's going to be in, and then people forget about it for a week. And it just never really plays out. So I'm going to remind you guys and make sure to stay sharp. Stay sharp. Realize that these things can happen at any time, especially with all the stuff that's going on Twitter right now with Treyarch. So the first one we're going to be talking about is the PPSH. Obviously, the PPSH was one of the coolest weapons from Call of Duty World at War. Most of you guys probably didn't play World at War in its prime. I didn't play World at War in its prime. My first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2. I have a few days on World at War, but I didn't play it while it was the main Call of Duty. But the PPSH was like super quick firing and had a really big magazine. Kind of reminds me of something like the P90, but even faster than that. A little bit like the Weevil, but way faster. And I feel like it was a little bit less good at distance. It really wasn't good at a lot of recoil too. But still, the PPSH was awesome. And the way that it was found, or people thought it was going to be coming into Black Ops 3, was through the PC files. Apparently that PPSH was popping all over in supply drops and things like that. Or at least not like, you're not getting them in supply drops, but it was popping up and where the supply drop coding was saying PPSH weapon, little things like that. So don't forget about the PPSH. That's definitely a gun I would love to see come back into Black Ops 3 from World at War, which is also another Treyarch Call of Duty, so it's totally possible. The next one we've got is actually another glitch where people were highlighting over the KN44. This was actually quite a while ago. I think this is towards January or February in Black Ops 3, but not a lot of people have remembered about this. But I still, again, it's always possible. It says PDW. It said weapon underscore PDW, and it was a glitch on consoles where you again highlight over your KN44, and it would say weapon underscore PDW, which is weird. And we all remember the PDW from Black Ops 2, the PDW 57. Right when Black Ops 2 came out, that was without a doubt the best gun in the game. And then obviously it got patched, and the M8A1 was great, the MSMC, things like that. But still, the PDW will forever live on in my heart as easily one of the best guns in Black Ops 2, if not the best gun. The next one we've got is still relevant. People still get this every day. I still get tweets every single day saying, Quad, look at this, or OMG, look how this happened to my character, or I saw this guy in my lobby. It's the M27. You guys remember the M27 AR and how there's literal tutorials on YouTube. I don't have any up, and I'm not going to do that, but still, there's tutorials on YouTube of people showing you how to get the M27. What? Like, you can't shoot it, but you can bring it in game sometimes. I think you can switch your weapons and do a few things like that. You can showcase it on your weapon. I want you guys to go down in the comment section below and tell me if you've ever seen anybody with the M27 or any of these weapons, whether it be in their showcase, if it's in game, that's insane. Anything, if you've ever heard of it. The M27 is really common to see in game. People always use that as their showcase weapon because there's some little glitch format thing that you can do to get it. I don't really know how that works, but it's possible. The next thing we've got is the MP7. Now, this was the earliest weapon leak we ever had. We never got a good weapon leak at all. This is before Black Ops 3 even came out. They started to say in the files of the PC beta on Black Ops 3, there's actually an MP7. Weapons like that were named the MP7, and I think it was later renamed to the Razorback, but still, I wouldn't be surprised. The MP7 was in Black Ops 2, and it was in Modern Warfare 3. I definitely think they would obviously remodel after the Black Ops 2 one, considering it's Treyarch. Whatever, why would they do the Modern Warfare 3 one? But still, don't forget about the MP7. This one, I think, is a little bit less likely than all the other ones just because it was before Black Ops 3 came out and it was during the beta, so it could just be a code name, or they could have renamed it, whatever. Still, MP7, don't forget about it. Don't forget about that. The next two go hand in hand together. It's the Tac 19 on Redwood. I'm going to throw up a picture right now of the Redwood map where you could actually go to this little sort of Easter egg. It's not a glitch or a bug. It was just sort of an Easter egg spot, and you could see a bunch of Tac 19s back in the building, as well as a revolver Magnum floating around when you shot some of the Tac 19. So again, obviously this was on purpose. I don't think Treyarch and Call of Duty would have seen these videos or known about this for quite a while and not even made an effort to change it. So I definitely think it's a really small thing, but it's on purpose. So don't be surprised if we end up getting a Tac 19 in Black Ops 3, which would be cool, another shotgun. And don't be surprised if we end up getting a revolver Magnum. I would like that too. I think that'd be really fun. Although easily, or still, man, the Marshall 16 is so freaking good. It's dumb. The next one we've got is actually two that go hand in hand together that we haven't heard too much proof about it, but definitely a lot about it. The AK47 and the MP5. Those were leaked over on Reddit by some guy who supposedly worked at Activision or Treyarch, and it sounded completely legitimate. And the way he verified it was he's like, I guarantee the HG40 is going to come into the game and all these things like that. And he called it, and he was right. So I don't know why there's a reason not to believe him. Of course, I don't 100% believe it, but you know, I'm not going to count it out. I'm not going to say, oh, there's no way the MP5 or the AK47 are never coming back into Black Ops 3. So I totally think there's a chance, and I think it's really cool. So I also feel kind of crappy for Activision and Treyarch for that guy getting fired and then completely going out of his way just to mess with us, or mess with Activision and Treyarch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, ratings are appreciated, and they do help me out, my man. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're closing in on 81,000 subscribers, and we're on the way to 100K, baby. Get that silver plaque. It's been your boy, QuadMFT. Make sure to use code QuadMFT for 10% off G Fuel. Help you stay energized and stay focused. Link down in the description below. If you made it to this point, go down and tell me if you ever got into a lobby or in a game, or even you yourself have seen the M27.